Live by the 3, die by the 3. I had to get that in there. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's beautiful. Topic number 9, folks. We're getting down to the end of the year here on Comeback Sports. It's been a great year. We've had a blast doing this show. We're going to go back and look at some of our favorite topics. We're going to pick up our 5 favorite topics from the year. So I'm going to start off, going to count them down. This is number 5 for us. Brooks Koepka versus Bryson DeChambeau. This was a lot of fun during the PGA season. I wish the feud was still going. During the Ryder Cup, they sort of squashed it. But we would love when this feud was happening. You need 2 golfers that kind of don't like each other. And I wanted to see a tournament. They didn't really have a tournament when they were neck and neck going into the final hole either. That would have been cool. So hopefully, something happens where the rivalry is renewed. We all remember that press conference, or not press conference, but after a round, Brooks Koepka was talking to a media member, and Bryson was kind of doing, just kind of walking circles around Koepka, and Koepka just looked at him in disgust, like, this idiot's doing this again, because DeChambeau is just such a clown. But it was great. I mean, this was good for golf. So I do hope that they renew this kind of angst for each other. And this was just a fun story this year.
No, I agree. I loved it. I personally loved it. I thought it was good for golf. It was good for sports and entertainment. So I absolutely loved it. Am I going on to number 4, or am I giving you my opinion about this one? Okay, all right.
Yeah, let's go on to number 4. A little bit.
What's the 4th topic? Throw it up there. I don't remember what the
number 4 here is. We've got Horner versus Toto.
Oh man, this is one for
4.
me.
That should be 1, but okay. We'll go with 4.
Yeah, this is a great topic for us. I mean, this topic is still alive today, right now, as we're speaking about it, where even after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Christian Horner was throwing shots at Toto Wolff and at Mercedes, and he actually publicly thanked Nicholas Latifi for crashing and said he was going to send him Red Bull to his house. That's what's made this even worse, right? Where the integrity of the sport is at stake, because you've got him thanking the guy for crashing and bringing out the safety car. Like, are you in cahoots with him? Like, what's going on here? Why are you thanking the guy for him crashing and almost losing his life? I don't get it. So Christian Horner, I've lost a lot of respect for him over this year, to be honest. More loss for him than Max Verstappen, and honestly, but yeah. I did hit that unfollow button on Max. Don't care to follow you anymore either, buddy. But Toto Wolff, man, I mean, these are two big stars in this sport that aren't even on the track, Christian and Toto Wolff. So I think there's even a lot more fireworks that are going to happen over these next couple of weeks between those two, and we'll be sure to cover it.
Yeah, this is perfect timing to rehash this topic because of what happened in Abu Dhabi over the weekend. But for Red Bull, like Verstappen, you could almost excuse for some of this behavior because he's only 23. Horner's a team principal. Like, you got to have more class than that, man. But that'll be a topic, like you mentioned, for a long time. We're going to head down now to topic number 3 as we count down our top 5 topics. And the next one is Luka Doncic, his sensational NBA and Olympic sort of season, or a combination of seasons. Luka has, off the bat been so good. There hasn't been a player really since LeBron who's been this good out of the gate. And Luka's just been sensational. He's hurt now. I think he needs to learn how to take care of his body a little bit better. He needs to get in better shape. But he was great last year in the NBA, but he was also unbelievable in the Olympics. He carried this Slovenian team. They had no business even getting to the Olympics, but he won a game. I can't believe it was the World Games where he won a qualifying game and helped Slovenia win a qualifying game by just dominating. Then got them to the first round of the Olympics. Then I think they won in the first round. Then he got to the next round, and it was like they went so much further because they had Luka Doncic. They had literally almost anybody else there. They probably wouldn't have gone as far. So Luka's just been, on this crazy, trajectory to one of the top players in the NBA. Again, he needs to get in better shape, and he needs to kind of, want to show that he wants to be that kind of guy. But if he does get in shape, and if he does take it seriously, I think he will be that top player in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he gets a little bit more speed, he'll be unstoppable, honestly.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing is some of these NBA guards are so fast they can stay in front of him. If he gets a little bit more of a dangerous first step with the ball, he'll be unstoppable because he's clearly already one of the best players in the NBA and in the world. So I love Luka, love him. What's topic number 2? Sorry, I'm so bad at this.
No good. No worries, man. Topic number 2, Shohei Ohtani dominates the world of baseball. We talked a lot of Shohei this year.
Love superstar Shohei Ohtani. And I love saying that, right? That's like our tagline on this show. The young Japanese superstar Shohei Ohtani. And I know all of our Japanese fans love hearing me say that because that is our tagline to cover him. But like we said, it was easy to cover this guy. He's clearly the best player in baseball. He brought history to baseball, right? He brought the eyes back to baseball. He brought the money back, man. I love watching this guy. He's a true athlete playing the sport as well. I mean, this guy is just physically gifted and built. He looks like he could be playing wide receiver in the NFL, honestly. Yeah. So it's like, I love, put him in, man. Like, let's sign him up. But I love Shohei Ohtani. Like I said, he's the man, superstar of the world.
Also a class act, too. Handled everything. You know, when they started checking hats and gloves for foreign substances, he always had a smile on his face. Like, here you go. I'm just really good. You can look at any of my stuff. Love Shohei. Last topic number 1. It was a big topic again this week. Verstappen versus Hamilton. You know, this year was, you know, we just talked about how much it sucked that it ended the way it did, but it was an awesome year to watch F1 racing because of these two guys. You know, we mentioned before Verstappen sort of was dominant in the first part of the season. Second half of the season, Lewis Hamilton was the dominant one. So, you know, having these two guys duke it out, you have the young 23-year-old and you have the veteran who's, you know, the 8-time champion he was trying to make it 8 straight this year. Yeah. Right. So, you know, just having those sort of contrasting drivers with age and with experience and with Red Bull versus Mercedes, it was just awesome. And despite everything that happened this weekend, Verstappen versus Hamilton was great to see this year.
Yeah, it was an amazing year, which is even more of a reason not to have it tainted like this at the end. Yeah. So they have to figure out this controversy and make it right and make this injustice right and bring it to something that we can all agree on that is fair and competitive. What we saw was not even close. But I agree. The rivalry between these two and the teams is amazing, and I hope it continues. But it's got to be fair going forward, and the rules have to be set in stone and followed and more consistent. We need a new race director. We need better stewards. Formula One, like you said, $1 billion industry. They've got all the resources to make it better and to make improvements and to fix their wrongs that they've done over this past weekend. So if they do that and they bring the integrity back to the sport, we still got a lot going forward.
No question.
Let's move on to topic number 10 after our top 5. Topic number 10, I'm going to slide this over to the shot